What's up, everybody? Let's think about correlation. Now, when it comes to USD CAD, because I saw some traders took short here, I personally didn't took short. One reason, I already took short like a few weeks ago on a USD CAD, and then the rates comes. I will go to the 4 hours, you will be able to see what happened. I remember, most of you remember this insane candle. They just explode 100 pips up, 1 pips down. I thought I'm not going to make the same mistake again. It will be too crazy, and even if I can make money, it's not really worth the risk. In the end, the only thing I have control when it comes to the market is how much money I can lose. That's simple. I don't care like if you have $1,000 or $100,000. You don't have control on nothing in this market. Not where the market will go, and know how much money it will go, and know how much pips it will go to your direction. Like nothing. Completely one thing you have control is how much money you risk. So I thought it's not really worth it. So the main thing about this thing about USD CAD is something I want you will see. It's also kind of like a learning process, and it's good to know those things. But let's work. We have 100, we have 0, the market made pullback. I personally wanted to see this thing goes even deeper. However, the market didn't succeed to break the structure when you look left, and it's absolutely fine. And majority of traders timing to minus 27, you see it's also kind of a fake breakout, 50 pips, because 1.275 is a key level. Now, one of the things I want you to know when it comes to Fibonacci is the way we put Fibonacci this low to this high, pullback at minus 27. This minus 27 must be the second target, always. Because the first target must be from the previous leg. Always. There is no other way. I don't care if it's monthly, weekly, whatever. First target must be from the previous leg because the market reacting to those stuff. So I'm going to take Fibonacci on the previous leg. 1.28. is the first target, and is the second target, and 1.2750, as you realize, is the key level, is our first target. If the market succeeds to break, it's great. If not, it is what it is. Now, if I need, for example, for next week, to search the first possible target, it will be 61.8. What I see, 2597, it means 2.6, and 2580. In the number story, I believe all of you already understand this thing, and I can delete this thing, and any break of this thing, any break of this box will drag this pair down. I will give you even target if it will happen. If it will goes down, there are 3 possible targets. You already understand. 78 represent if the market will choose to make higher low, double top and lower high. I want to say something about majority of the times, what happened most of the times. Not every single time, but most of the times. When I see the market just breaking the whole crazy thing like that, most of the times it just gone the whole the way down to 127. If you see 23, 60 something, so it means 23, 80, and 24. I'm just using round numbers, number theory, and etc. 90% of the times when this thing breaking, it just breaking strong to the downside, and then you see completion. If I will put Fibonacci, you will see in a second. Look, if I put Fibonacci like that, you will see it's 78. There is always completion. All the dots must be connected all the time. If it's not connect, so it's bullshit, because take like strong number above 2366, it will be 2380. Everything connects, it must be connected. If not, so you don't really know how to analyze the market. Everything must be like that. Now, I will go to the 4 hours. So, I want to delete this thing, because I want to show you already what I realized when I saw this thing. So, one of the rules said, okay, the market at the 50 is very nice. Right now, it stopped and falling down. I need to use number theory to realize if the market going to the second strong number. I know about like 750, and it's already tapped. It's very nice. Now, I need to go to the second one. 20. Because I'm looking for a short perspective, when the market slippage above the 20, I do it to 35. So I put my number. Now, everything looks pretty good. The only thing I saw is this minor support. Now try to imagine, this is almost identical pattern that we saw right now on daily. That we say, hey, if this thing will break, and it's kind of break, we need to see extremely down. Now you see this candle kind of complete the M, made a minor pullback, close almost around here, falling down, and who knows, maybe we're going to see completion. Okay? At the moment, it's not really matter. It just matter to understand correlation and the main thing. So as you see, number story reacting in a very good way around here, and we have minor support here. Second thing, when the market make lower high, you do it 50 pips below 2.7, and 2.7 is exactly this thing, and it was something that I thought, hey, it can break. And what confirmed this break is the market make low, higher low, higher low, high, higher high, higher high, higher high, and around here, the first time the market make low high, and it indicates key level hit, everything connects, and also like the Fibonacci from the previous leg, this high to this low, 127 achieved, and it looks phenomenal, it looks great. And if I need to set targets, the first targets, the closest targets, is basically looking on the market structure and putting like that. You can see it can be the high from here to the low of here and make kind of supply and demand. I'll be honest, it's not really matter, because when you click twice, I personally anyway going to change, you see 48.9, 50, 22.29, 20, end of story. I will use number story both cases, so I don't care. It just impact and do whatever you want, because it's news and it's not really technical analysis. But it was very hard for me to know like if I can show this thing before the news, only because I know how the market reacting to the news. So when you asked me about correlation, it was pretty simple. If I will find something that there is a CAD involved, and I will see probability to see this thing goes to the upside, I can maybe short also USD CAD. So this is what I did. I looked on CAD JPY. Okay, I was with someone on Skype, so if it looked like too many lines and boxes, it's just because I'm teaching and I need to explain some stuff. So I think it's pretty obvious. When you see the market, for example, we have support, the market made crazy engulfing candle. Now I want you to look on the movements. Try to ignore the candles, because the main thing when it comes to the market is do not trade a candle, trade a formation. Because when the market make engulfing like that, I know you want to buy here, buy here, buy here. It's very dangerous, and it's more easy to trade the pattern itself. Look on the movements. When market goes down, the market goes up with green candle, falling down with the red one, and then goes up again. Think again, down, up, up. Guys, we have W formation. Down, up, up. And what happened after W? The market falling down. Now you see the entry is 84.05. Why 0.5? According to number story, when you want to go long, it's between 20 and 0.5. 0.5 is where mostly the market slipped. Now also market structure, I want you to look at 84.05 is exactly the closest of this candle and this candle and this candle. And I know you see all those slippage, but I want you to look all those candles close above this box, 84 and 95, okay? 95 is only, I don't really know, I just put 5 pips below. It's not really related to the number story. It just was something I thought to put. Now, if you look on 84.20, you see the market rejected once and the market rejected twice. And it was like the second leg of the W and the last leg of the W. And the market's still making higher lows. Now, I know most of you have seen this thing and say, hey, it looks like a bearish flag, the market falling down and goes up. However, bearish flag not really working like that. Bearish flag is supposed to make much more movements and not like minor candles with all those wicks. So in my mind, it was pretty readable to see that the market can go to the upside technically. Definitely, in terms of news, you never know, because if news comes out in a bad way, this thing will go down. But technically, it connects. So when you look right now on USD CAD and you realize what's going on here, definitely this thing will fall down because there is correlation. If CAD JPY is strong, it means CAD strong. If USD CAD and CAD strong, so probably this thing will go down. I think it's that simple, and this is how it's supposed to work, because this is correlation. Now I will keep this alive, and let's see if I can add symbol. I've never remember how to do it. Compare or add symbol. Let's do, say, CAD JPY. IDC. Now look, I will try to zoom in as much as possible. Okay. When the market, for example, when CAD JPY is falling down, goes up, falling down, and it seems CAD begin to goes up, you see how the market finally begin to show kind of weakness for short, because there is correlation. I can do it also with gold. I think if I will do it with gold, guys, it will be much more easy for you to see. Euro USD. See, usually you already know I like to use IDC. I will go to the daily and compare USD. Now look, the correlation is everywhere. Gold begin to goes up, Euro USD goes up. Gold made minor pullback and begin to goes up. Look, everything follow because XEU USD gold is basically gold against the US dollar. It means if it goes up, US dollar, it means the gold is more stronger than the US dollar, and probably Euro will be stronger than the US dollar. When this thing collapses, you can see what happened. Like after a few days, the market kind of react, falling down. Gold goes up, this goes up, this goes down, this goes down. Now look on gold. If gold begin to show me right now indicates that, hey Roy, it seems I'm going to be a little bit more stronger, and there is possibility I will goes up to make any kind of completion, what do you think will happen right now with Euro USD? Euro USD will react. The market can make completion because there is correlation. Now, you don't really need correlation to understand what can happen with the markets because this is the market, everything connects in some way. However, you can use correlation to get confirmations because when we analyze the market, we try to get as much confirmations as possible. As mentioned, and I want to say it gazillion times until it will be in your head, the only thing I have control when it comes to the market is how much money I'm risking. For those traders who's trading with small accounts, probably never think about it because they just want to make as much money as possible. For traders in the group, and I know there are some traders in the group who are trading with massive, bigger accounts, put in mind, I don't care if you have the ability to flip your account every single day. It's just a matter of time until one thing will not work and you didn't manage control on your risk, and it's done. It's game over, okay? I saw people with, I don't care like how much do you think your account is big, guys. I saw in my life crazy big accounts. Most of Nostro, basically Nostro traders. And if you know what is Nostro traders, is good. If not, so not. And Nostro traders trading with literally massive, crazy, the biggest account you can think in your life. And those traders, the same idea, guys. One mistake with not controlling your risk management, and you can basically wipe hell from your account. Risk management is above all, even if the market is extremely readable. So that's it about correlation. I hope you understood this thing. It's just taking something that involves, for example, USD card. I don't know what will happen because the pattern is not that readable. It's readable, but no knows. So, because if I will tell you, hey, I didn't know it will go down, so I'm an idiot because it's in front of my face. But because the news, I was a little bit skeptical if I need to jump into this thing. Also, by the way, you see the trend line this low to this low? I want you to see I ignore this week and I ignore this week. Because those weeks is, it's not real, it's not lows, it's just the market slippage. And that's it. If you understand, for example, if you don't know what's going on with USD card, take JPY or take, I don't know, Euro card or whatever. Just take something with the pair you want to trade and see what's going on there. Because if you understand correlation, same story. When I was kind of lost with GBP AUD, the only thing I need to do, and I didn't did it, is to check GBP USD and GBP JPY. Now GBP USD, I'm not going to understand nothing. But looking on GBP JPY, it was obvious, easy, long. Everything was there. It was the easiest long ever. And if I see the GBP JPY goes up, I give you my word, probably I will not show GBP AUD. Because if I'm going long GBP JPY and I'm shorting GBP AUD, one of the trades is going to be a loss. It's that simple. So that's it about correlation. I hope you like this video. Until the next one.